Everyone, Danny here. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're having a good Saturday. It's been a little dreary and rainy in New York today, unfortunately, but I've had a very productive day. I ran 10 miles. You guys know I'm training for a half marathon, so I got 10 miles in this morning. I got all brand new tires on my car and cleaned up, did like a bunch of chores and things like that. And now, I also did a really good strength training workout, and now my parents are on their way and we're gonna go out to dinner. So it's been a great day. I hope that you guys are all having an equally as good day. Today I'm gonna be reacting to NF, and this song is called Hope. So let's jump right into it.
Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Oh, 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run.
So even before he sang that line, Nate, you've had a great run, I was guessing that he was singing this to himself, saying, you're always hoping to get better, to improve. You're always talking about this, striving for this, but where is it? When is it coming? When is it going to happen? And I think that this is an internal conversation that a lot of us have with ourselves, right? Because sometimes we feel like we have these goals and these things about ourselves as just human beings that we want to improve on, we want to change, and it's hard. Human nature just makes it that way. So let's keep going.
But it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is. Tucking until between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more perfect, cause they rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
So I'm just going to pause it for a second here. There's a lot to unpack here. So I love how he's got the two versions of himself that he is playing in this video. And when he's in the white colored outfit, he is, symbolizing hope, this new person that he wants to be, that he's going to try to, navigate, and he's holding the map, even navigate towards the things that he wants to be and the things that he wants to achieve, and staying true to himself and who he is. And then there's this like self-doubt version of himself that's dressed in the darker colors, and that just like pushes him down. And there were a couple of lines that caught my attention. The first was, it says, how do you measure success? It's doing what your heart says. I love that line. It was brilliant and so simple, but so beautiful. And then the next part, he said something like, when he was pointing, the negative self was pointing to him and laughing at him, and he said something like, who's gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? Something to that effect. And I thought that was really just like powerful and great. Let's keep going.
Evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I didn't ever...
And that's another good line. He's talking about having a mental breakdown, and some people think of it as a negative thing, but he looks at it as the push that he needed, because he got to the other side of it, and now he sees something different. Very interesting too, and a great perspective for people that are going through a hard time. Very important.
Bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about, don't get it twisted, that was in a shot. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of faith, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never evolve, I know I can change. We are not enough, we are not the same. You don't have the heart, you don't have the strength, you don't have the will, you don't have the faith. You'll never be loved, you'll never be safe. Might as well give up, not running away. You don't have the guts, you're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge, I'm taking the rain.
That was incredible. That is definitely, I really love the Last NF song that I reacted to, Motto, but I really think that this is my favorite that I've seen of him so far. It was so raw and emotional, and I think that it was just so great to see that he has battled this, sense of self-doubt, and he just listed off a whole ton of things there that he faced for 30 years. And he also said in the song that he had a baby, and that his son makes him, has made him change his perspective, and it's made him turn things around. And I just think that it's such a soul-bearing thing to share with the world through your music. And it's also just so, it's so great because I think it can help so many people. And the visual effect of that, I loved it. Him standing on top of that, mountain in the middle of this, water. It was just so powerful, with the camera angle, everything about it was just so anxiety inducing and yet cathartic. It was just really strong visually. And the music, the crescendo of the music really also doubled that and played on it and matched it so well. It was great. I also love the part where midway through the song he's going my album, my album, my album, my album, and it's all these voices. It's all the different versions of him that want to take credit for it and want to feel like it's theirs. I thought that was just so interesting and a really cool choice. So to say that I loved this one would honestly be an understatement. I really, 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 really loved this one. It was so good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. NF has got me. I think that this new album, I don't know, this was released a month ago, and then I think Motto was released after it. I don't know if the full album is out yet. You guys have to tell me. I have to, look into a little bit. And I just think it was so incredibly powerful, and I am a huge fan of it. I want to listen to this whole album, so you guys gotta let me know if it's out. I will see you guys soon. Have a great Saturday, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also follow along with me on all the platforms of social media that you wish to, and Patreon too if you want to show your support for the channel. I love you guys. Mwah. See you soon. 1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me.